Hello, hello, hello again. Welcome, my football fanatic, to the ultimate pitchside experience. This is your host, Bryce L, and you are in the front row seat to the beautiful game. But passion in it. Legends are made, and every week is a new chapter in the world's greatest sport. You heard it. Together, we're going to kick off every week a journey to the electrifying universe of soccer, from the tenderest role of the Premier League, the Italian and the Serie A, and of course the Spanish Liga. The drama of transfer season in Europe will bring you the stories, the rumors, and the moments that set the football world ablaze. Get ready for breaking news every weekend, exclusive mastermind shaping to the modern game, and of course, unfiltered passion, debate, prediction, and the hottest take you won't find anywhere else. I'm looking forward every week with my guests, Ludovic and Ibrahim, and more. If you want to be a part of this Tiki-Taka, contact us and join us during the live every Sunday, 7 p.m. Central Time. What do you say? Let's go! All right, my people. Thank you for being on the Tiki-Taka JB Talk Show. Episode 3 today is going to be spicy, and spicy. I have my host today. I am so glad to have you guys. Thank you. If you are watching us live at home, feel free. You could be part of this amazing family, amazing time. Just put your comment in the chat. Share as much as you can, because the more we are, the more fun we're going to have. So today, let me introduce, with no further ado, I'm going to start with my brother here, Arsenal fan, all the way from New Jersey, my guy. Hey, Mr. Romy, thank you. I'm glad you
Yo,
make it.
thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. Pleasure, man. Pleasure.
All right, fantastic. And on the other side, my digger, my maga, the
Doctor.
most, the bust, the ultimate, the men of the Maison Blanche, of the White House. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you the only brained, ultimate universe, Mr. Dr. Christian Yonker. Mr. Doctor, how are you today?
I'm going fine, bro. Thanks to see you, man.
Oh,
Thanks to
man.
see you. I hope you're
I'm
gonna have a
glad.
great time.
Oh yeah, I'm glad you were able to take the time out of your precious schedule. I know you're between planes, between meetings. I'm glad you can make it. We hope you're in a safe place to take this meeting. We appreciate your time.
Yeah.
And with no further ado, we're going to start. So today we have a couple of topics, and I'm going to take the big one. Give me a second here. My eye a little itchy here. Ooh, what a day. All this lighting in studio. It's not easy.
Yeah.
Anyway, so today we have a couple of topics today, and to start with today, we're going to have the Ballon d'Or contender. Then we have time to talk about transfer market. There have been a lot of noise this week with Arsenal, Liverpool, and other teams. And then if we have time, we'll jump into the Women Euro that just ended today. What a game, England, and the African coronation that also ended on the women's side yesterday, with Nigeria doing an amazing comeback versus Morocco. But let's start now with the Ballon d'Or contender. I have a list here. I'm going to share my screen. Hey, that is live. All right, that is busy. Close the door. Those are the alinea of being the die and everything. I have a list here. But before I jump on my list and show you what goal.com has so far, let's just see first before we jump into conversation. Give me your top three. I'm going to start with you, Dr. Christian. Give me your top three. Who are your top three in no particular order? Which are your top three right now for Ballon d'Or?
I would say Akimi, Usman Dembele,
Okay.
and who's that guy? Oh, I forgot his name. He played during the final.
Come on.
He played during the final. Oh, I forgot his name. Vitinha. Not the
Vitinha.
final.
Okay,
Vitinha.
okay. All right, so we have Akimi, Dembele, Vitinha. So all PSG players on the side. And please, ladies and gentlemen, let me just remind folks at home. Dr. Christian Yonke is a Real Madrid fan, so folks don't get it
Oh
wrong.
wow.
He's a
Okay.
huge
Yeah,
Real Madrid fan.
I'm a
Oh
So
wow.
realist.
Oh wow.
oh
No
yeah,
Mbappe.
oh yeah. So
No,
he's
no,
giving
no.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
yes, yes, yes. When and we have time to
Wow.
talk about Mbappe for sure. So that's the top three so far right now for Christian, for Dr. Christian. Romy, what are your top three in no particular order?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think we have to pay respect to the king of the midfield, Vitinha.
Yeah.
Vitinha has to be respected.
Okay.
Um, from an attacking standpoint, yeah, yeah, I think we have to recognize the work that Mohamed Salah did this season to get Liverpool another title. I think something
Oh,
people have
yes.
taken away of the achievement that he did, and as an African man, I think we need to give his respect. So Mohamed Salah, Vitinha, and of course Usman Dembele.
Okay. So I have top three. So far, I think we have Vitinha and Dembele on both of your of your in no particular order, like I said. But let's see what Go.com came up with. Let me quickly share my screen here, uh, and you guys can tell me what you think about this, right? So
Yeah,
they
yeah.
came up with the top 20. This is the most recent one. And on the picture, you see there, they have Cole Palmer. On the 20, I'm just going to go quickly. On 20, they have Bakoli, Olise on 19, Vinicius 18, Neves 17, Gyökeres. We have time to talk about him later.
Okay.
Donnarumma 15, Lewandowski 14. Okay, Palmer 13, Harry Kane 12, Pedri 11, Nuno Mendes, another big guy, big influence on what PSG has done. Nine. Oh my goodness, how do you say his name for me? Help me here.
For which one?
This one, this one.
I can't see the screen.
I'm not showing the screen.
Nah.
Oh, sorry, sorry. Hold on. Let me see quickly.
Is it
Sorry.
Kavara?
Oh yeah.
PSG guys? Yeah, PSG dominated this. Yeah. Vara. It's Vara. It's Vara. It's Pascalia.
Yes, yes.
Varscalia.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
exactly.
That's what I
Oh,
was talking about.
what a guy. What a guy.
What a guy. What a
Oh
guy.
my god.
What a
Oh
guy. Hold on.
yeah.
There you go. That's the guy I was thinking about. Yeah. Number eight, Akimi, of course.
Hakimi.
Way seven, Mbappe six, Salah number
Salah.
five, Rafinha four, Vitinha, like you said on your top three, both of you they agree on this.
Yeah.
Yamin Lamal, no one mentioned Yamin
Nah, nah,
Lamal on
nah,
your
nah,
list.
nah, nah,
We
nah,
have
nah,
time
nah,
to
nah,
discuss
nah,
about them.
nah. Nah.
And then and then number 12. So my question to you is, there's Dr. Christian, there has been a lot of hype on Yamin Lamar, right? Nobody can contradict or say that he does not have the talent. He does not bring the excitement, and folks are not like as amazed with what he's bringing to the table. But are you surprised, Doctor, with all the hype, or do you think he deserve it? Because folks are pretty much putting him in the top three in the league. I mean, with the start, what we see, I mean, 21 goal, 26 assists. He won La Liga, Copa del Rey, the Super Cup de España. What do you think? What is your take, Doctor?
On Dembele.
No, no, on Lamine Yamal. Do you
Oh, yeah,
think?
no, no. Oh, yeah, sorry. No, Lamine Yamal is to. I feel like he has time to build on his skills and as well as maturity. He did a very very good year. So when you have a player that's playing and everybody at some point just stop and just wait for what he's going to do next. That reminds me of Messi back in the day,
Mhm.
when Messi was receiving the ball, the whole
Yeah,
stadium was just waiting for him to do something. But I don't think he's on the top five for sure. But I don't think he has
right.
won the titles. The fact that he didn't win the Champions League, it was a huge thing this year. So the fact that he didn't win the Champions League definitely set us, is setting his back. But I think next year, if they're doing a better, year with the at La Liga and in Champions League, he may be able to get something. But as far as this year,
Yeah.
I don't think he's in the top three, honestly speaking.
That's crazy.
No, he did a good year. He did a
So
good
I'm
year.
gonna
I'm just
take
I
saying.
another
know,
player for you, Romy.
but
I need your
Ballon d'Or is a
oh, yeah.
big deal, man.
Oui, but Ballon d'Or has specifics, and then I think they want to change the specifics. If we're going based on the specific of this year,
Mhm.
the fact that he's dribbling and doing all of those things, he scores important goals. He has very meaningful game, but he didn't win no titles.
Yeah.
Paris Saint Germain, they win the World Cup of Nation in the US. They won the Champions League. They've been collecting titles and titles and titles. So I just feel like maybe he's on the wait a little bit more. But I don't think this year he deserves the Ballon d'Or. I don't think so.
Okay. Let me get another player for you, Romy. Rafinha. The season started, all the narrative was Rafinha is the guy because of the stats. He had 39 goals. He was the
Yeah.
best scorer in the. No, he wasn't the best scorer of the Champions League. I think the player from Dortmund was. I forgot his name. Ganissa, the Guinean striker from
Mm-hmm.
Dortmund. I
Sergio
think he was the guy.
Girassi,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I think it was yes, but Rafinha was up there if I'm not mistaken. He
Yeah.
had 39 goals, 25 assists. He was really up there, and then somehow the narrative changed. It was all about Lamine Yamal. People didn't say anything anymore about Rafinha after the loss against Inter. Now all the narrative was Lamine Yamal, despite the fact that Rafinha has those numbers, crazy numbers. If you ask me,
Yeah.
what's your
Yeah.
take on Rafinha?
I think we have to look at consistency at the end of the day. Who was the more it's not just about winning the big trophy. Who was the consistent person that the team could rely on to go to win the 3 points on a consistent basis? Was it Rafinha? Was it Lamine Yamal? Was it Dembele? Those are the questions that the people who are deciding this need to look at. And I'd say Rafinha had a very consistent season compared to Dembele. Dembele, there were stretches of the season where he just stopped. There was the latter half of the season he kind of stopped. Came back up in the Champions League. Same thing for Lamine. I think Rafinha had a more consistent season. So think about the game versus Inter Milan. Think about that game. How consistent he was to deliver those goals to get them through the finish line. Rafinha to me is more deserving than those other two that we mentioned, for sure.
Okay,
From a consistency
I like
perspective.
it.
Yeah.
I think if we talk about consistency, and I
Yeah.
definitely agree with him that I will not give Ballon d'Or to Dembele, for example, because
Yeah. Yeah.
he
Yeah.
just happened to have a good season. You
Yeah.
know, if Dembele has the Ballon d'Or, it means Samuel Eto'o deserve like I don't know,
Mhm.
probably 7 Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah.
no, honestly, on the serious standpoint, like I don't think we should put Dembele Ballon d'Or. I think for consistency, the player that fits more the criteria that you were saying, Rafinha, it's also Hakimi. Hakimi
Mm,
has been extremely consistent, okay, to get the 3 points. He's in the back, he's in the front, he's attacking, he's scoring,
mhm.
he's crossing. So the impact on the game that Rafinha and
Consistent. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah. They have the and Akimi, that impact is unmatched. So when it comes to the Ballon d'Or, that's actually two people that definitely were consistent this year. Dembele just happened to have a good
Yeah.
season
I
and,
agree.
and
Yeah.
to score some of the goals. I just feel like on the personal side, giving the Ballon d'Or to Dembele, it's an insult to people like Samuel Eto'o,
Mm.
because he's I don't think he played the level of soccer that Samuel Eto'o played. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
I think, well, it's a different era now, and
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like the quality of players have actually went down.
Mm.
No, no.
Yeah, you have went down when you look at because they overly publicized. You know what I'm saying? They're on media, like a guy like
Mm.
Pogba, right? A guy like Pogba. If you compare him to somebody like Patrick Vieira, you know what I'm saying? It's the same players, but Patrick Vieira is 20 times better than Pogba. But
Mm.
today, because of the media, they can make it seem like Pogba was a better player than Patrick Vieira, which is not the case. So
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Consistency. Consistency.
consistency. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Consistency.
Because last year, who won? Who won the thing? Was it Vinicius or Rodri? who was the more consistent player for their team. I think it was a little Bryce. I don't know how you feel about Vini versus Rodri, but Rodri was a very consistent player for the Manchester City team that barely beat us to the title.
Mhm.
That's just the truth. That's the truth. So those are the factors. Those are the factors.
No, definitely agree with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll give to Akimi. Personally, I'll give it to Akimi.
Mm.
Akimi. Because they won the Champions League, so
Yeah, and it's been a long time since a defender actually won the Ballon d'Or. I think that's the other part that they want to look at is the diversity of the people who actually win. Because for many years it was Ronaldo, Messi, another attacker. Then we had Modric. Now we switched it up to Rodri. So just making sure that there's some diversity and recognizing everyone who has a role in winning these things. So looks like we lost Bryce.
we lost Bryce.
We lost Bryce. We lost Bryce. Internet.
The
Texas
internet connection.
Texas internet. What's going on? But yeah, I'd say Hakimi is a good shout, man. Dang,
Akimi is a good shot.
that's a good player.
Ah.
Hey, can you guys hear me? Hello, can you guys hear
Yeah,
me?
yeah, good to
Deshaun.
go. Good to go.
Hey, sorry, I had some technical difficulty. It appears.
You're good. You're good.
All right, so I think we're talking about. So what I wanted to add is what folks don't actually understand, and what's crazy is take into consideration that he plays all.
Brice, your connection is bad. I can't hear you well.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
That's better.
Yeah,
That's
now.
better.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was saying that taking in consideration that he plays defense and the amount of goals contribution 13 goals, 17 assists,
Mm.
26 clean sheet. This guy has even played the Olympic. He started playing the Olympic Games with Morocco
Mm.
since last August. He won
Oh, we lost him again.
My connection is also getting bad. Fuck.
Mm. I got you. Huh? Hakimi. Consistently high performer. Oh, let's see. Is he coming back? Let's see. Let's check. JB. Oh, we lost him. Is everyone gone? Doctor. Nope, he's gone. Okay. Let's see if they come back. Feel free to leave any comments in the chats from the viewers. We'll see when they join back in. Let's see. Feel free to leave your comments on who you think should win the Ballon d'Or. Is it Rafinha? Is it Dembele? Is it Hakimi? Give us your thoughts.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, sorry. It looks like we have a really, really bad storm here
Yeah.
going on in the
No
house.
worries. No worries.
We apologize for this. So it looks like we might have lost Christian.
Yeah. Maybe send him a message.
Okay, no problem. All right.
Yeah.
So can you hear me clearly now?
Yep.
Okay.
You were talking
So
about
hopefully,
Hakimi. 30 goal
yes,
contribution in a year.
and unbelievable. And let's
Incredible.
also call the elephant in the room, right? So if he was Brazilian, let's just let's keep it 100. If Hakimi was Brazilian, will not even have a conversation about
Yeah.
Dembele. Like folks will be putting him in the Daniel Alves,
Mm.
Marcelo conversation, like no doubt. Because if you think about what Daniel Alves has done, Marcelo, I don't know they've had numbers in the season like
No,
Hakimi has
no
had.
way, no way, no
You know,
way.
but of course he's from Africa,
Yeah,
is Moroccan. But hey, that does not take anything away from his greatness, though.
incredible, incredible. Nah, I agree with this. Truly,
Yeah. Okay.
Vitinha, yeah, it's a
Yep.
good team. It's a good team.
So
Any comments from
let's
the audience
move.
on?
Oh, there's comments.
I don't know if any comments that you see on
Let
your
me
end.
check real quick. Let me check.
Yeah,
Not yet. Let me see on the live quickly.
but yeah, we'll see. We'll see who they choose.
Okay. I want to say hi. It looks like we have, I think it's Mike. Not sure which Mike, but hey, Mike, thank you for joining. We appreciate being here with us. So this was a conversation. I think we're going to pivot quickly. That was a conversation with for the Ballon d'Or. We ended it with Akimi. So, but I think we all agree on your list. You had Dembele and Vitinha, and
Mhm.
of course, when it comes to Ballon d'Or, winning trophies matters, numbers matters. So it will be a hard at this point that Dembele. I don't see how Dembele is not going to get it.
Mhm.
I mean, we're talking about 37 goals, 16 assists. Right? You won the Champions League, the League, and the Coupe de France, the Trophée des Champions, and it was in the final.
Mhm.
So it's I think it's give me 1 second. I think he did what at least folks are expecting as a minimum. He wasn't as consistent as the other players, but at least he did it. All right, so we do want to thank Dr. Christian for being with us to discuss. Now let's pivot quickly before we jump to the conversation that is going to take the majority. We have 33 minutes left in the show, trying to keep it to the amount of time we say that we're going to have. Let's talk about the women game. We decide to start doing this last week, so I do want to continue in that area, but let's talk about yesterday game. There was an amazing game yesterday. I don't know if you watched that, the African Cup of Nations
Mhm.
final. Romy Cape. It was at his end
Nigeria,
yesterday. What a game between
Nigeria.
Morocco and Nigeria. We cannot show the highlight. I just realized last week the reason why I had issue with my what you call it, my
Mhm.
me showing my sharing my link was because you need right to show videos, and we're still learning, we're still getting there.
Mhm.
But what a game between Nigeria and Morocco. I don't know if you guys
Yeah.
see it, but Morocco went up 2-0, and then afterwards, what a second
Oh
half
wow, what a
for
comeback! Wow.
Nigeria. What a comeback. I mean, literally, they killed this game in 20 minutes. Like in the last 20 minutes of the game, they took the game by surprise.
Mm.
Morocco was annihilated. Like it was just crazy. I mean, the resilience and the mental of the coaching and those Nigerian players, and this is the 10 African Cup of Nation that they're winning. They are on top of they're on top of the continent. There's just but Morocco, what tournament they had on the men and the women's side, you could tell there are work that are being done. They are coming really from what we will call a long while away, because for a long time Morocco on the women's side was not even a team that we'll talk about, right? It was you have Cameroon, Nigeria, South
Mhm.
Africa, Zambia. I think those were like the four teams that if you see who is who and everything, we'll see. But that was the game. And I do want to welcome my co-host, Ludovic. Ludovic, are you there?
I'm here. I'm here.
Thank you, thank you. We
Sorry,
don't
I'm late. I had an emergency I had to
problem.
attend.
No
So
problem. It is always a pleasure. You have your friends here. Your another Arsenal fan, Romy.
I see
Then
that.
yes, yes. So we'll have time after we finish with the women tournament. We'll jump in transfer market, especially to talk about Arsenal, Liverpool, and Chelsea. But right now, we're talking about the African Cup of Nations. I'm not sure if you're able to cut any grasp of the game or the highlight, the Nigeria Morocco game. Did you get a chance at all, Luffy?
Yeah, I mean, I saw parts of it. And I mean, it was a tale of two halves, if I could say it like
Mm,
that.
Yep.
The At first you thought Morocco had it. Like,
Yeah.
there's a
Yeah.
team that actually knows how to beat Nigeria, and all of a sudden Nigeria came back and showed that, look, you may be upcoming, but we are still here. So for me, I mean, I didn't watch the second and third goal from Nigeria, but for what I see, it was just a sheer domination. Like, they started scoring, and they like they took over the game.
mm,
So um, I just think there are two things that we have to learn from the AFCON. Teams are getting better, but Nigeria is staying stronger.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know how else to put it. Like, no matter how teams are getting better, it feels like Nigeria has so much of a gap that although you're closing, there's still a gap.
yeah, yeah.
So,
I rem-
and we see
That's a,
that because in, like, European football, the most coveted African players are Nigerians
mhm,
for women.
mhm.
They play in the bigger clubs. They are athletic. They've played together for a while. They have, I mean, golden ball winners. They are the team that they're supposed to be.
Right.
So for me, kudos to them. The rest of Africa have work to do.
Yeah.
Mm,
Unfortunately, Cameroon couldn't be there because of silliness. But I think that everybody sees Morocco on at every level, which is youth, women, seniors.
yeah,
Everybody's getting better, and they are actually becoming somewhat of what Senegal was a few years ago, but even better,
yeah,
which
yeah,
is throughout competitions they are being dominant.
yeah,
So that's what I could say.
yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
I wanna, one thing I wanted to note is like Nigeria is the team that has been the most consistent. When I look 2 years ago, the World Cup, like the best African teams there was Morocco, it was Nigeria's women team, it was a little bit of South Africa. So it's the consistency, and you ask yourself, what are they doing differently than other African? Is it the resources? Is it the pitches? Is it supporting these women to give them the opportunities? So it's you see that consistency. Nigeria has been there before. Like they were competing against England 2 years ago for the World Cup. So it's about thinking about what are these teams doing differently that Cameroon or Senegal or Cote d'Ivoire are not doing, and what are the opportunities for improving?
If I could say something about that, the reality is that
Mhm.
Nigeria, started looking into women's soccer, women's football extremely early. When
Mm,
everybody was still sleeping on it, they already had their federation organizing women's football.
mm,
So while we are here, you know, trying to develop African football on that side, they've been doing that for a while.
mhm, mhm,
So no matter how we slice it, they have they have an edge on most of African countries because they've been there for the longest.
mm,
So the gap is shrinking because many other countries are now organizing the women's football, but it's not where, like, I'll take for example Ivory Coast. 5 years ago or 6 years ago, nobody spoke about Ivory Coast when it came to women's football.
Yeah.
Just 5 years ago. But now they're also organizing themselves in the sense of they want to compete. But in order for you to compete, you have to play locally and you have
Mm-hmm.
to have superstars that play abroad that can add to what is being done locally already.
Mm-hmm.
So Nigeria has been doing it for over 2 decades, and the other teams are just catching up now.
Mm. Yep. Yep.
Let's see. Okay. So I think that takes us on this side of the coins. But how about, guys? How about this game today? I missed it because I was on the plane, but I was told. I mean, this team, let me tell you, I did not see them pass even the Sweden team. I thought they were done. Somehow the crazy penalty shot out that went the way it went. And then eventually they came back versus Italy in the semi-final in the last minute somehow. And today again, they are coming back from, I mean, unbelievable today game, and they won it against Spain. I mean, because I saw a lot of game from that Spain team, and I thought they were going to win this game. I mean, this England team is resilient. They are resilient. Unbelievable. I don't know. Ludovic, we want to start with you. Did you watch the game? Okay.
You see me?
Yes, 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 yes.
Oh no, I just saw the highlights because I
Okay,
couldn't,
okay.
toggle between what I was doing and that.
Exactly, exactly.
But this is what I will say. Football is a science. It's no longer a matter of you know who plays the beautiful game or who plays the right way. It's a science that where you have to add a little bit of luck. If you look at England, first of all, they are the defending champs.
Yeah.
So they already know resiliency. So nobody's going to teach them how to be resilient because to win the first time, you learn. The second time, you come there with high hopes. And I feel like what they did or how they did things was simply they never faltered. There were games where they were supposed to be losing or where we all knew they were going to lose, but they never
Mm-hmm.
faltered. It didn't matter how Spain would have played today. Um, they played the game. They played to win. They play like Chelsea played PSG.
Mm.
They came to play in a way that, hey, we give it all, and then the result is going to show up.
Yeah.
So for me, kudos to England. I don't think this team is not beatable. I just think everything was lined up for them to have a great tournament, and they did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Romy, what do you think?
I didn't get a chance to watch, but I know there's a lot of Arsenal women's team
Oh yeah,
member.
yeah, yeah, a lot, a lot.
Chloe Kelly, Alicia Rucho, I see her name here, makes me very proud. And I think this England team has shown the ability
Yeah,
multiple times. I think World Cup final, I see
yeah,
them keep kind of incredible work. So I think I'm very happy for the team to
yeah,
push through. I mean, that Sweden penalty kick was crazy, but the ability to push through that and to say, yes, we can keep going, we can keep going. And they have, a whole league coming up. So to push through this tournament, very
yeah.
good. So proud of the players in
And
Arsenal.
I'm glad you mentioned this because this was a rematch from the World Cup where
Yeah, this is a
Spain,
rematch. This
yeah,
is a rematch.
it was a rematch of,
Yeah.
and they were not going to go without fighting. I mean, they
Nah,
were
nah, nah,
not
nah,
going to
nah,
go
nah, nah.
without fighting. And
Yeah, yeah,
this is the fighting spirit. This is it right there. If you really think about it, they move it. So now we are down to our last 20 minutes. I don't want to take much time, but I do want to take a minute. If you're just joining us right now, welcome again to the JB Tiki-Taka Talk Show. We have Rory. We have two awesome friends right now. I have my co-host Lovic. Ibrahim couldn't be there with us. He's going to be absent for the next 2 weeks, but he'll be back for the starting of the season of the best champions, the best in the world, the APL. Ladies and gentlemen, he'll be back. And I think we are 2 weeks away from the start of the season. Is
yeah,
that
yeah.
right, Rory? right?
That's right. That's right. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
2 weeks away from the start of the season. So, if you guys know folks who like to play fantasy league, we have a league here. So we definitely want to get something also starting on the start on the side with JB Tiki-Taka Talk Show. All right, let's start. Move away again. Lovely. We decide to have this side during the JB Talk Show to talk about the women game because we don't get a lot of time to discuss. I just want to encourage game to folks to go go out there, look at the games, and just see what's out there because I think it's important. It's also nice to see how folks are actually getting in there and getting things happen on the women's side because the women game is evolving. Now, let's actually go to what's really the real deal right now, the APL, and there's been a lot of transfer. But today, we're going to focus on a couple of transfer. Gyökeres is finally here. Gyökeres, I mean, I saw it today during the game, the mask. I mean, the presentation. I think there was a game between Newcastle and Arsenal, 4-2. It was 3-2. I'm not sure what the final
Great team.
score
Great
was.
team. Yep. Yep. Yep.
But seeing him there wearing that number 14, I mean, the comments, folks are hyped, folks are
Crazy.
excited. I mean, what else to say? When I saw the here we go, we already know what it is. But when I saw the here we go, I was like, jeez, oh, come on now. That's
This
what
is.
I'm talking about. So
This
I
is.
think
Yeah.
everyone was pretty much like, yeah, we've been waiting for this. And I'm gonna give before I give you guys the floor to talk about this right now, I do want to add something. I think it's important to say that folks have been talking all years about, oh, Arsenal is not doing this, Arsenal is not doing that, but now finally they are getting what is supposed to be their men. There was a lot of discussion about Sesko at some point, even Isaac. But a lot of folks, if we're looking at look at the comments, everyone is excited. Every Arsenal fan is feeling like, hey, 14 of Henry, 14 of Aubameyang. This has to work somehow. This is Arteta chance. He's getting the players. Zubimendi is there. I think Arsenal has signed 6 players so far in
Mhm.
this window. Lost Partey. I've heard some rumors about a lot of players leaving, but what is your take, Romy? We're going to start with you. Do you think Arsenal has it? There's been some more discussion about Eze maybe in discussion or whatever, but do you think right now Gyökeres is the guy? Do you think he's the guy to take Arsenal to the promised land, given that Partey also left? What is your feeling right now as an Arsenal fan? Do you think Arsenal has it with Gyökeres?
Yeah. No, it's as an Arsenal fan that has suffered for many, many, many years. I wasn't around when we won the league. I was still a young child, and for the time that I've been an adult, it's been difficult. And so for these past couple years, we've gotten close. The key thing that we missed is scoring a couple extra goals. Is winning a couple extra points. Those small things can make a big, big difference. Think about that Champions League semifinal second leg. Think about it. If we had scored one goal in that first half against PSG,
Yeah.
we could be looking at Arsenal Champions League winners. If we had won that game against Southampton in 2024, we
Yeah.
could have been looking at a team that won the Premier League in 2024. It's the small things,
Yeah.
and you have to be hungry. And there's nothing that I've seen from this signing other than a man that is hungry. He said, I'm not going to training. I don't need to get paid. He said, I don't care. Make it happen. This is the type of hunger that we haven't seen since I don't even know. I don't know. Maybe Thierry Henry. We have missed a hunger in this team. It's been building. Bukayo Saka, Declan Rice, people who care as much as the fans. And this guy cares. This is a guy who he used to play for Brighton, and he said, "You're not good enough to start a game." He went and proved himself in a championship. He
Coventry. Yep.
story about proving yourself and saying, "Okay, let me let me show what I can do with my work and not just speaking. And that's what I want to see from Gil Karras and the entire team is deliver on this, execute. And I have full faith that this is the guy. Full faith, full faith.
All right. So before I give the floor to Ludovic, Ludovic, you have been an Arsenal fan way before. You heard him. He's a young Arsenal. He hasn't
Yeah,
seen
see.
he hasn't
Yeah,
felt he hasn't fled the glory. You can tell he's hungry for all
yeah.
this.
No,
But
it's good. It's good. He's hungry. It's good.
yeah,
It's very good.
he's very hungry, and I think it's good to hear it from a young fan like this. Like he just wants to see his team succeed. But now, with your experience, because Ludovic is a long time, and you will hear his input from your experience, Ludovic. I know you're taking it with a step back. I know you have a different view. I know you on your hand is you believe the guys are there. You have a problem with the guy who's driving the boat. So what is your take? Do you think with Gyökeres is this the last piece, or are you keeping with Ateta? What do you?
Well, well, I'll give you my take. I'll give you a straightforward, take. He's going to be the answer,
Okay.
and he's going to be the answer because I watched us play against Milan a few days ago.
Mm.
Without him, we missed somebody in the box. Like if you watch that game, we won 1-0, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
We did not play with Milan thinking that we had a threat in the box, a real nine that could actually keep them busy. So for me, seeing that he's going to be a threat, he's going to be the missing piece, hoping that he does not get injured. Because my other concern is who is his backup?
Right.
So is he gonna play all the games? Is he gonna get a rest? Are we gonna try to manufacture, a tiki-taka kind of team that's going to play without a real nine? So personally, he reminds me not in the same style, but we haven't had a player like him since Giroud.
Mm.
Like before the Aubameyang, Henry. Henry was able to play, as a striker and on the left, just like Aubameyang, but they were not real nines. The last real nine that we've had recently, that was in the box, a threat at all time was Giroud, in my opinion.
Yes.
Aubameyang played with speed, so it was a little bit different. He wasn't the player that in the box is going to be. You have to keep an eye on him. No, it wasn't really that. So we have a player in a system that's been missing, in the sense of when they all do their stuff on the left side of the pitch or the right side, there's somebody in the middle that you have to account for.
Mm.
You know, um, he's not going to ask the ball in the midfield and wait to start organizing the game like Havertz does or whatever.
Mhm.
He's
Mhm.
going to be at the center forward position where a goal scoring machine is needed. Is it going to be enough? I don't know. We've had some good signings. We have Madueke who can play both sides. So we have depth on the side. But
Yeah.
again, if you take out Gyökeres in the middle, you ask yourself, are we going back to Arteta's trying to make something happen?
Mm.
Or are we going to get, trust Gabriel Jesus when he comes back or whatever the case might be? Me
Yeah.
personally, I think it's time for Jesus to go
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
we spent 5 years or 3 or 4 years. I don't even know how long he's been there. It
Yeah.
feels like he's been there forever. We spent all that time with him for no result. He's most of the time he's hurt, and when he comes back, he's right away, getting his spot back. So personally, I feel like when we hold on to him, we don't maybe give a chance to another real nine.
Mhm.
maybe somebody who wants to show himself to come and present what he's worth. So I'm happy. We're gonna win the title every year. I'm an Arsenal fan, so every year we say the same thing. We're gonna win the title. So
Oh,
the only issue is Arteta willing to step aside and stay away from his stubbornness and try to play to win instead of trying to play his way only.
the exact way. Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure, for
So that's
sure.
all. That's what I can say for now.
For sure. I agree. I think what's one of the key things that we saw last year is he likes his system. I think he needs to let the players do their own thing. We need to see some tiki-taka. You know, if
Yes.
if Noni wants to go and run and dribble and just do his thing, let Noni Madueke do his work. Let Bukayo Saka do his thing. I think that's what we're hoping to see more as fans. Because when we think about the year 2022, 2023, that season and the way that they played, Zinchenko and the new energy, it was a free flowing football. And then we can compare it to last year. It was, let's go to the end, let's cross the ball, let's get some corners. It was very systematic. And I think we're hoping to see something a little different because other teams have caught up to how we play. So we have to adapt. We have to adapt.
Okay. I
Yeah.
like it. I like it. So I think that's definitely what we've had. Gyökeres now 63.5 million pounds. That's the deal. I think is amazing. We'll see how it goes.
And
And
as far as that, if I could add something,
yeah,
what stopped us from spending that money last year?
Mm.
I think
Like,
there was a change of director or something. Like one left.
no, no, no. What I'm trying to say is that it feels like the money has been there, but we're not willing to spend it. I mean, we gave all these big salaries to Sterling and
Mm.
all those other people, and you ask yourself the question: so you had the money. Your Gyökeres only cost us 64 million, right?
Mm.
Only.
Mm.
If you look at the transfer market and you look at what Ekitike is getting or other players are getting, that's cheap.
Mm.
So my question is, did we have the money and we did not want to spend, or Arteta was trying to be stuck in his ways? I'm trying to understand because if the money was there and we are having all these Nolgard and all these guys coming in, what's the point? I mean, what's the issue? Did we not want to spend last year? Like, are we trying to be in contention every year, or we just trying to force our way? Anyways, I'm just wondering, man.
Right. Right. Okay, got it. Thank you. Again, if you just join us on the Tiki Taka, we are running into the last 10 minutes of the show. I do want to thank you for joining. If you want to be part and be a guest on the show, please contact us, inbox, and you can be a show, or you can just join. And I see that we have B, we have FLP. Thank you guys for joining. If you want to talk, feel free, just send your message in the chat, and I can just open your microphone and you can join the conversation. Now, that is Arsenal. We have six signing right now. Zubimendi, forgot the guy, Nogan from Brentford. What's the other four guys? We have what are they so far, Romy? Gyökeres,
Gyökeres, Noni,
oh,
Norgard,
Maduke.
Mosquera, Zubi,
Yeah,
and who's the last one?
Maduke.
Madueke. Yep.
Yeah, so and then the defender, those defender. I think those six signing at least are giving some hope as far as Arsenal. Now let's talk us. Now in my head, this league is going to be played between three teams, and I know you guys. This is me. I'm taking Manchester City out
Oh
of
wow,
because I think there's too much
really?
addition on their side to get the mayonnaise going. But again, who knows? I think it's going to be between Arsenal, Liverpool, and Chelsea.
Okay.
So far, I might be wrong with Chelsea, but I'm just thinking with Maresca, that guy is going to find his formula. He's going to find the formula. Now, let's talk about, for me, the real contender because what's going on and what's transpiring right now is crazy. I saw the here we go. Isaac has said he wants to leave Newcastle. He has not traveled with the team. For me, this is big. He has not traveled with the team, and currently, also, Liverpool has just sold officially Luis Diaz for 75 million pounds to Bayern because that was the condition Liverpool needed to offload, and
Mm.
they did not. Nunez and Diaz did not travel with the team, so that means Diaz might also be going. I think we're hearing about El Nassau or Assar or something. So those
Mhm.
two are going to be a heavy signing, at least 50. The both of them might be the money that is going to be fun to Isaac. So far, they got 75 from Bayern, and it's being finalized. I saw the here we go earlier today from what's his name? The guy that put the here we go. Fabricio.
Fabrizio Romano.
Yes, he
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, he posted the here we go earlier today about Diaz. So now my question to you is, I'm thinking Liverpool was already okay, and they also signing Ugo Ekitike, and now they wants to go and get Isaac. I mean, guys, you're an Arsenal fan. I know you believe if Liverpool gets Isaac, we have Salah, we have Wits, we have Gakpo, and we have this Ugo Ekitike, and then we
And
have
you have Frimpong.
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 I mean,
Ooh.
I mean, you guys,
Shoot.
how do you feel about? Do you think that if Liverpool signs Isaac, the league
That
is done?
is that is tough, man. Oh man, I
I'm gonna start with you, Romy. Do you think
I mean,
if Liverpool sign Isaac, do you think it's done?
I don't think it's done necessarily because there can always be injuries and other stuff like that. But if this Liverpool team is 100% healthy, do they have the depth to go through all the way? Maybe. The answer is maybe.
Okay.
Because realistically, last year they were an okay team, but there's no chance that if Arsenal had performed better, we could have overtaken them at multiple points. But with this guy Isak, it makes it much tougher to catch up on the scoring. There's always that risk. Verts has signed, Etikike has signed, like, and Salah is not going to slow down anytime. So I think from an pure attacking standpoint, this is a tough team to overcome. Purely attacking, I think there's still some gaps in the defensive side. Andrew Robertson is getting a little old, but I think that this team is tough to beat. This is a team where you'll play a game and it's going to be 5-4 or 3-2, but they're going to be the team that's 3-2, right? So I think that's what makes it a little bit difficult. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Ludovic, what do you think?
I think they won't win. Let's start by saying that.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why I don't think they will win. I don't think they will win because there's always the pressure of coming back as the title holder.
Right, right.
Um, when last year Arsenal gave away the trophy,
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
so
100%, 100%.
nobody was thinking Liverpool, and nobody saw them, mashing this well this
Yep,
early.
yep, yep.
And let's not forget, Luis Jazz might be gone. Rest in peace. Diota he passed away.
Yeah.
Um, Salah also. There are two things that are
Mhm.
happening.
Yeah,
He always has a good first half of the season,
yep,
and
yep,
in average second half of the season. Plus, he's going to the Afcon.
Hmm.
So there are things in place. Is Ekitike gonna be able to just come in and blow everybody, like, play a certain level? Is Gakpo ready to take over as a starter? We have
yeah.
the questions that you have to ask yourself. Plus,
Agree.
again, everybody's gonna be out to beat them. I'm not saying that everybody will be able to, but they have a monkey on their back now.
Yeah,
Everybody's looking at them in the sense of we have to prove to ourselves that we can play with the best team or the title winner of last year. So the other team, and it's the EPL.
yep,
The big teams beat each other. It's what you do with the small teams that is important, and that's where Arsenal failed for the past few years, and that's where the other teams were able to catch up and do better. So the signings are good. They still have Van Dijk. They still have Konate.
Mhm.
We don't know how the right back is going to work
Mhm.
because Alexander Arnold brought so much offensively, Robertson is, on his way out as far as age and mileage. So we will see. I personally don't think they are a better team than in Arsenal, but they are a more complete as far as um, the 11s that they can put on the field.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So again, second year, monkey on your back. Everybody's looking at all the signings that you've done, and nobody's going to be waiting for you to just beat them, like beat the brakes out of them.
Yep. Yep.
So we will see you will know what happens. But again, not everybody can play at the same time, and not everybody will be able to produce coming from the bench, off the bench when they are used to being starters.
Okay. I like it. Thank you. Thank you. So that's that. Now, I want us to close on a small subject, and you guys give me your yes, going to be a win, or no, that's not going to work. Marcus Rashford to Barcelona, wearing the number 14, and I've seen all those posts. Barcelona is hype. I think it's alone, but the hype I'm seeing from even the Barcelona fans and the pages, there's the videos for Marcus Rashford coming to Barcelona. I mean, hey, I'm not taking anything away from him, but I'm saying, is that gonna be a hit or is that gonna be a miss? Romy, let's start with you.
Very simple answer is no. It will not work. It's a great marketing and commercial effort,
Right,
but
right.
the man does not play the flick way. It's just I don't see it working. I don't see it. This reminds me of Memphis Depay or
Right.
something like that. That's what I remember. So good luck. I mean, I love Rashford. You know, what I'm saying Rashford for life, but I don't think it's gonna work.
And let me add before Ludovic add this, bring his input. I think they are trying to just get the fans excited after missing on that other player. I forgot his name, Nico Williams. I think
Mm.
they needed something because the Nico Williams was a big one. That hurt a lot. That hurt a lot because they were counting on that to get the fan base excited. So me, I feel that way, but I'm gonna give my opinion after. Ludovic, what do you think? A hit or a miss? Marcus Rashford.
In Barcelona, they play football. They don't run. I mean, um, is he gonna be there to run or to play, position himself, be available to play the Barcelona way? It's a miss. It's more of a publicity stunt
Mm.
for me. Like
Yeah.
again, I like to be proven
Wow.
Mm.
wrong,
Yeah.
but you look his style of play is, you know,
He is
hit
space.
the like get the ball, maybe one or two move, run and run, run and run. I don't remember the last player that he worked for. Even Thierry Henry, with all due respect, he said when he came to Barcelona, he had to, to learn how to play the right way.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what are the qualities that what's his name Rashford is going to use to play in that style of play?
Mm.
Where is he going to play? Is he going to play left, right, or center forward?
Mhm.
Because we know Rafinha is probably going to be starting, and
Starting.
obviously that little boy, what's his name?
Olmo or Yamal.
Not Olmo, on the left. I mean
Yeah,
on the
Yamal.
right.
Yamal.
Jeez, Yamal. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yamal is the starter.
Yeah.
So Lewandowski, if he's healthy, he's going to play.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen? Is Rashford coming there to be a substitute, to be like a joker, and is he going to be able to play in Spain? That they don't play long balls, they don't play a certain way. So
Football.
for me personally,
Tiki-Taka.
it's a miss. I don't think he fits his style of play, and I could
Mm.
be wrong.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see.
Okay. Me, for some reason, I don't know. I feel like this thing might work though. This thing might work for him though. I mean, hey, I mean, I hope though, because
Rashi.
I mean, oh my god, I mean, it's just unbelievable. I
Let's
mean, the
see.
guy,
He had a good time at Aston Villa. I think he did
it
a
did.
good
But
job there.
again, yeah, I think it's a wait and see, and hopefully for him, I mean, I wish him the best.
Mhm.
But like you said, I think logically it was just really just marketing thing, right?
Mm.
Just because you could tell all the hype. I'm looking even on the Barcelona website. I mean,
Mm.
you're getting hype from getting Marcus Rashford. Like really?
Wow.
Like I mean, they're not taking anything away from him, but come on now, you know what I mean? It's like they were getting excited, like they're getting Gyökeres or they're getting I don't know, But hey, they have to get the fan hype about something because if you're looking really, they didn't get any real signing
Yeah.
this off season. They were
Yeah.
counting all the balls and everything was on Nico Williams,
Mm.
and Nico ditched them. So they needed to get the fan hype about something because
Hmm.
it's Barcelona. So and in any way, we'll see. Hopefully it goes. But again, I think this is all the topics that I wanted to get today. We are at time. I don't want to take the time to thank you guys. The season's about to start. We're going to start the fantasy. We have a fantasy league. If you are interested in playing fantasy, APL fantasy, please contact me. We have a group of friends who've been doing this for a couple of years. Ludovic is actually part of it. So if you want to be, it's amazing. It's fun. But yeah, so if you're interested in being part of the fantasy APL, contact us. Now, the season is starting in 2 weeks' time. We're going to be together next week to talk other topics. We have Newcastle, who is struggling to get signings. Folks are not getting there. We're going to talk about Chelsea and what's going on with all those signings. And then we're also going to talk about Nottingham Forest, Crystal Palace, because those teams who have, had a really brilliant season, can they do it again? Or are they going to be back in the middle? How about Brentford? They're losing a couple of the good players. I heard that Johan Wissa has said
Oh,
he wants to leave too.
who's that?
He wants to leave,
Oh
but Brentford,
wow.
yeah,
Relegation.
but Brentford is saying no because Brentford cannot afford to lose Wissa and Brentford and
I've
Bomo.
heard some people say that they could be relegation zone if
Yeah,
Vita
because
leaves.
those two players gave them 42 goals.
And Norgard. Oh,
Yeah, so I don't think, and that's going to be topic for next week. I don't think Brentford can afford, but Wissa wants to leave because
wow.
he's feeling that he was promised to to let go if a good
Wow.
offer came. But I think now Brentford is in a bad position where they have the money for Memo, but who can they really get? They can buy 2, 3 players, but who's going to give them those goals? Bemo gave 19, 20 goals. Issa 19. In terms of assists combined, it was 15, the two of them. So if you let them go both, you might find yourself. We know what the Premier League is.
Yeah.
You might find yourself in a
But
relegation.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Are we really talking about Brentford? Like, no. Not in a
Okay. Okay.
disrespectful way. I'm
Right.
just saying it in the sense of it's not as if Wisa leaves or Wisa stays,
Right.
or if Brentford gets relegated, it's going to impact anything that is important about the Premier League.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. Like, if he wants to leave, the only reason he wants to leave is because he sees this is probably one of the few opportunities that he
Yep.
can be bankable.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
He's coming off a monster season
Monster.
per
Yep.
his, assist and goals average.
Yep.
But you know what is like that's the people don't. I don't know. I joined in late, but for me, Baliba leaving Brighton could be more important than Wisa leaving uh, uh, Brentford
Brentford. Right.
because Brighton is known to always have that player that comes out and becomes like a superstar, Caicedo and all those other guys, right?
McAllister. Yep.
So
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
McAllister.
Right.
So
Mhm.
they are known while they stay in the Premier League. They might not be a top four, top seven team, but there's a player that plays in the EPL for Brighton that
Midfield. Must win.
year in and year out
Yep.
is going to be important for a contender of a
Yep.
team somewhere somehow.
Yeah.
You don't really see that with Brent. You cannot really
Okay.
see that with Brentford year in and
Yeah.
year out.
Agree.
So they don't have, in my opinion, the status to be like Wissler wants to leave and it's a big deal. And I'm
Hmm.
not, with all due respect,
I see.
like for me, it's just a circumstantial thing, in the sense of they both came from a very good season,
Monsters. Yeah. 19 goals.
and
Oh, assist. Yep.
they saw the interest that Manchester United had for
Boom.
Mbemo, and he's trying to
Bank
be
on it.
like, I was as important as
Yep. Yep.
Mbemo was. But
Yep.
if you don't have players running for you, I mean teams running for you, understand that maybe your market value is either too high,
Hmm.
or they don't think you are good enough to be in a bigger team.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's
Agree.
interesting.
I like. I love that take there. I know. I don't want to strengthen us because we are time. But I love what you mentioned about Brighton because, and this is how Brighton is still going to make money because they sold Caicedo. Look at Caicedo. They sold McAllister, a world champion. This is how they're going to bank on Baliba, right? And they're not rushing because they know they will
I mean,
get
they sold
money.
us what's his name, that little Belgian player.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
What's his name?
uh,
Trossard to you, not Trossard.
Trossard, yeah.
Trossard,
I think
Trossard.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 They are
Yeah.
able. They can sell, and that's my thing. That they know they're going to bank on Baliba because it's still. I think he had 4 years back. It's 4 years in his contract. They are going to bank on
Incredible.
Baliba. They
Yeah.
will bank on him
He's 21 years old.
like
Wow.
big time. They will bank on him big
21.
time
21. One of the best
because
defensive midfielders.
what Ludovic I just say is, if someone comes, they just show the resume.
Yeah.
We had Casedo. Look at him today. We had McAllister. Look at him today. We had this guy. I forgot his name. He went in Germany now. Pray something. Oh, it was also a midfield taking PK for Brighton.
Mm.
Pray. Yeah, the name started with P. Oh, anyway, there was a lot of those guys in that midfield. When you say that to team and you say, if you don't have 100 million, we're not selling. They will sell these young kids, and I think for me, this is gonna be good for Cameroon. I think he needs to stay in Brighton one more season,
Yeah.
and after that, it could be anywhere. It could be Liverpool,
I
could be
mean, look
Arsenal.
at Gyökeres was at Brighton. So, I mean,
Right?
it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. But anyway,
You talk
thank you,
about
Ludovic.
Gross. You talk about Pascal
Gross.
Gross.
Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Exactly. I think he went to Germany, right? He's somewhere
Pascal.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he plays for Dortmund.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So those are those like we're talking about midfield who will play the most minutes sometimes in Premier League in seasons. Like they will be top three or top five of playing minutes with Van Dijk and defender. But when you have a midfielder who play more minutes, like in the league, because they're looking at that. Most of the time it's defenders, but a midfield to play the amount of minutes, like the amount of games out of 38 games, you play 37. That's what the Casado and the McAllister were doing, like the mileage, right? The work rate. But anyway, guys, I don't want to take a time to thank you guys again for your time. We truly appreciate it. We're on episode 3. We are learning, we are growing. Next week, it's going to be another week, 1 week before the season. It's going to be exciting. And now, when the season is going to happen, we're going to do a review of games during APL, Italian League, Liga, but we're going to focus on APL games and just talk about what has happened and just get a focus. So we're going to be here through the season. We're going to have also prize just to get something excited. We have folks who are going to be giving the what you think who's going to win any games, and if you get the most prediction, we're going to have prizes for folks just to have folks entertained and everything. But I do want to take your time again. Thank you, Ludovic, for being there with us today. I know this
My
was
pleasure.
I know this was your first time, Remy, and I know it won't be the last. I know we'll see you again. And my wish is that on week 34 or 35 of this season, see Arsenal lifting this trophy. So we can have a party. Oh, it's time. It's about time.
On Chelsea ground.
I'm telling you, Ludovic, I want this kid. This is my brother. I want him to see Arsenal win something. Like this boy
Yeah,
has been a fan. He never went to other teams like the young folks do today. Like, oh, they're not winning. He has been Arsenal fan for like day one.
that's a good man. That's
Yeah,
a
he
very good
is.
man.
He is. He is. He is. He's been to the tribulation and everything. So I think it's about time. It's
Mhm.
about time. But again, guys, thank you again to all my football fanatic. You are here, like I mentioned, to the ultimate pitch side experience. We are on the front row seat of the beautiful game where passion ignites, legends are made, and every week is a new chapter of the world greatest sport. I'm your host, Bryce L. And together we are kicking off journey through the electrifying universe of soccer, from the tenuous roles of the EPL to all the La Liga and pounding drama or transfer season in Europe. We'll bring you the stories, the rumors, the moments that set the football world ablaze. Get ready every weekend, Sunday, 7 p.m. for breaking news, exclusive insight, unfiltered passion with my co-hosts Ludovic and Ibrahim, and any of you guys want to join us. This was my pleasure. I'm your host, and I'm looking forward to see you again. Thank you so much. The Tiki-Taka is still alive. Let's go, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right.
All right.